Hundreds of tires taking over a Detroit neighborhood, not only an eyesore, but actually also a real danger. Unable to find the owner, the neighbors contacted Help Me Hank to look into it.
And consumer investigator Hank Winchester tracked down the man back in March responsible for the mess. He promised to have it all cleaned up by the end of April. Well, it's now May 2nd. Hank shows you whether this businessman kept his word.
How would you like this huge mess, hundreds of tires just sitting all over your neighborhood? For some people in Detroit, it is a reality. And now the owner being held responsible. A mountain of tires, a huge mess left behind. You said it was going to be cleaned up by the end of the month, and it's not. So what happened? You said it was going to be cleaned up.
Look, man.
That's the promise you made. I didn't make that promise, you did. And clearly neighbors not the only ones frustrated now.
Will you give me a break? And
No, I'm not giving you a break because you said to me it was going to be cleaned up in 30 days. That was your break. I don't care. I don't care. Why the anger? Why the outrage? Well, it's all over this disaster. Hundreds of used tires left and dumped at this abandoned property that caught fire on Finkel in Detroit. The owner, Shanisha Fox, and her husband, Joseph. When I first tracked him down in March, he made excuse after excuse, blaming everybody for this problem. You can't even walk down the sidewalk.
Okay, and like I said, and I showed you in the email, we're not doing that.
Mr. Fox says some of the tires are his, but he puts most of the blame on illegal dumpers. Yet the city of Detroit has fined only him over and over again. And when I tracked him down the first time in March, he promised to have all of this cleaned up by the end of April.
It's March 30th, so come back April 30th, it will be clean.
I came back yesterday and nothing had been done. Not one tire moved. And this time, angry neighbors were there to greet Mr. Fox to let him know what they think.
You keep on saying that illegal dumpers did this and everything. Okay, well, you trying to say the illegal dumpers had to clean this up?
No.
Because who gonna clean it up? You're the owner of the building.
Wait a minute, technically, the owner of the building, it's just like this.
Sir, it's inside your building. That's what I'm saying. It's clear as day. Every day I raise my window, open my blinds up. I say, damn, that's all I see is tires. I can't see nothing.
While there's been little progress here on site, some work has been going on behind the scenes. These documents revealing a negotiation between the city and Mr. and Mrs. Fox with a timeline to clean everything up by April 28th. But then a change to this deal, all because Mr. Fox says the equipment he needs allegedly not available. It's yet another roadblock in a big battle for those living in this neighborhood to get this mess cleaned up once and for all.
I have kids, I have 2 babies, and it's just not safe. And you know, who wants to live next to this?
Back out here live just across from the City County building. City leaders are also frustrated. This is a copy of a very detailed statement we received from the city, but let me break it down for you. They do admit that a consent agreement was put in place. They did offer an extension to Mr. Fox to clean this up because of the delay of receiving that equipment, but they also add that failure to comply with the extension and the conditions of this agreement by May 12th will result in immediate criminal citations being issued. We're live here tonight. Hank Winchester, back to you.
Well, Hank, I heard you say in your piece that Mr. Fox has been fined over and over again by the city. Any idea how much he already owes?
Right now, according to city records, we're at almost $20,000. Those are the citations that have been placed on him during the last few months. And now, as you heard from the city, if this isn't taken care of by May 12th, he can look at criminal action.
My goodness.
Back to you.
Okay, we know you'll keep us posted, Hank. Thank you.